Hello and welcome to the directions for creating a basic report. So I'm going to open the Access file called University. In this one, if you can't see all of the objects, you can make the boundary larger by just hovering over the double arrows. There are two tables and one form. And if you wanted to peek at what the table consisted of, I'm just going to double click to open. This is in datasheet view, and there are 9 records, and you have column headings, department code, course number, title, description. Department's much smaller datasheet. There's only 3 records of information, and again it has the headings. So if you were to print this out in a worksheet view, it would look similar to an Excel item. So I'm just going to do a print preview. So it's very basic. So I'm going to close out of here. So a report is to print it out a little bit more in the formal visual effect. Sometimes they don't print reports in Access. They may import it into Excel and make some sorting and filtering adjustments and print from there. But to print from Access, I'm going to create a table, a report from the department table. So it's selected, and it doesn't matter if it wasn't selected, but I want it selected because that's the one I want. Create, and I'm going to go into the reports group and choose report. And there you are. You have it already. You can close out of this field list, and there's your report. A little bit more official looking than just a worksheet, a data worksheet. What you should notice is there is a dotted line that goes down the page, and what happens is this left-hand side will print on page 1, and the names will print on page 2. So what you can do is probably you don't need the department code to be as wide or location, so you just hover to where you have the double arrows for the boundaries and just go ahead and make it smaller. I'll do the same thing for location. Just click one of them and then hover to make it smaller, and you'll notice things are moving over. I'll do this last for phone and bring that over, and one more I'll do it for the last one. Now it moved all of the columns, but it didn't move the page 1 of 1 because that's considered a footer, so you can just manually drag it over. So it is all on one page. And then there's 3 records of information, but the 3 seems to be not showing, so I'm going to again make it wider so that you can see everything. Now it would all fit on one page, and it's very official looking. So I'll X out of here. It'll ask me, do you want to save? Yes. I'll keep it the same name because it'll have a subset category called reports. So I'll go ahead and click OK, and there you have it. Now this time I'm going to do the same thing, create a report for courses because I don't want to print out just this. So what I'll do is this time choose create, but instead of report, the general report, I'm going to go to report wizard. That's the step-by-step. So I'll select that. And again, if department was selected, I could change my mind, but I do want course. And then it lists all of the fields. If I didn't want one of them, I could always bring one over, but I'm going to keep them all over. So it's up to you. You can pick and choose what you want to show in your report, but I'll have all of them. So next. You could have it, and we'll leave it at this, where it's separated by department code, and I'll show you that on when we complete the report. So go ahead and next. If you wanted it in ascending order, you could, but I'm just going to go next. The layout, you can choose stepped. You'll have the course department code here and then what's underneath it, or you can do it block style or outline. But I'm going to stay with stepped, and I'm going to choose portrait. You can select landscape if you want, and it adjusts the fields so all fields fit on a page, which is perfect. So next. Here you can label it something different, but because it's going to be under reports, under the subset, I'll leave it as course, and I'll click finish. And there it is. So this is separated by department code, the ACS, the ENG, and then underneath all of the department codes, applied computer science, they're listed here. So that's what the, when I selected to subset them by department code, that's how they're listed. And you can change it up to any way you want it to be under. You could have chose course number or title, and that would be the main one here. So there you have it. You're all set to print this one as well. Now this one, when you go to X out, it won't ask you to save because in Report Wizard, you name it through the wizard steps. So now you have 2 reports of the same 2 tables that are more official looking. And the report icon almost looks like a cover sheet of a report. And that's creating reports in Access. Thank you.